is a pleasure to have her here with us today, and she is presenting As Is Lecturens. So the floor is yours, Josefina. Si es verdad que entendemos. Understood. You did too. We understand differently.
God, I do not know where any member of my family is, but you do. You do. That comforts me. That's a prayer that my mother wrote. Entendiste. Si es verdad que entendemos diferente.
Transfer to the M86. Select bus service.
Understood. You did too. We understand.
This is a Brooklyn bound 4 express train. The next stop is 59th Street. And clear of the closing doors, please. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Entendí. ¿Entendiste? Sí. Es verdad que entendemos. Entendemos diferente. I understood. You did too. If we understand, we understand differently. We do. Obviously I'm changing everything that I supposed to be doing. I want to start reading from a text from a children's book. It's called "Why Is My Name Marisol?" You know for whom. On our beautiful planet Earth, there is a wonderful place called the Caribbean Islands. Do you know where an island is? An island is a portion of land surrounded by water on every side. When there are many islands close to each other, they are called archipelago. Archipelago? Yes, archipelago. What a funny name for such beautiful little places. On one of the Caribbean islands, there are two countries, the Dominican Republic and the Dominican of Haiti. Our story takes place in the Dominican Republic in a town called La Romana. La Romana is a small, clean, and beautiful place overlooking the sea. The houses and flowers are filled with lovely colors. The Perez family, Maria, Luis, and their daughter, Abril Altagracia and Marisol Sagrario, live in one of those colorful houses. Luis and Maria work in their neighborhood store Colmado Los Perez. Luis leaves the house earlier to go to work. On weekdays, he takes his daughter to school. Walking along to school, Abril sings and Marisol asks about all the flowers in their sight. Papa, what is the name of this red beauty? Asked Marisol, pointing to it. To an open red flower. Her dad answered, "She's hibiscus, a principal dancer in the circus." Pa, and the other one. Luis started to clap, creating the music for his answer. Her name is Carnation, the queen of the lawn. But now it's so early, she just wants to yawn. And so we'll continue the story of Marisol. The end is this. Dear friends, ask your parents and tutors why they name you the way they did, and you will learn a new word, discover a beautiful flower, a dear relative, a great artist, or an everyday hero. Maybe you will find an interesting place, a story, a happy rhyme. But best of all, you will create your own story. And then each one of you, you write it. What is my name? And there's a blank. Why is my name Marisol? And now for the program. I need this with me. I need to move. I need to fucking move. Okay, I can do something here. This is from Comrade Bliss Saint Plain. I am an urban ascetic, deciding my own temporary vows and permanent quests. Urban devotee initiated right there in Gotham's Midtown. I am a nun. A non-denominated nun. A nun with benefits. A nun dancing the sacred with secular reeves, dressed in dungaree, styling her by my man, by my monk, by my man, by my monk, by my man, I see, by my man, hey, by my monk, by my man, Identity. Ident. It. Why? Identity. A prioritized feeling that photographs a nation. Identity, a nation with no flags. Identity, a mere feeling. Ident. Titi! Countless I. 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 I perform. Bachata time. I perform. Ay, 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 ay. 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 I perform. I perform. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. I perform, I dance, I telephone. I answered. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Again, nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the moon. Is she a performer? More often than not, I travel. I travel to discover more about my own self. As any display surviving, as any traveler surviving, I travel to watch what I watch at home. I take the trip. The trip takes me. I'm tripping. I have visited paradises on earth, but they were really paradises on earth because I was just visiting. After those visits, I granted my life its visiting earth bumper sticker. If the glossy color photo is scratched a little, it bleeds. Few local people could swim. Heaven advertised for the hereafter. Please read it as purgatory, led by the majority in this current life. Look at the eyes of the smiley, happy party people, full of anger, hunger, anguish, sadness. Countries export what they need. Saints and sages, workers and lovers. Workers are lovers. Lovers are workers. Countries export what they need. Teachers and doctors, spirituality, democracy, diplomacy, see, artists and scientists, flowers and fruits, skills, silks and diamonds, prayers and magic. Countries export what they need as we teach what we need to learn, as we look outside what is already within. On the trip, I'm tripping. I have my own tradition. Fuck that shit. I do. Not colorful gold, picture perfect Lord, not beautiful fabrics to die for, or dances to live by, or hips swinging through Zolai. No. In my tradition, breathing is the only expression to keep alive, and you too can testify for that. Fake it. Fake it. Fake it. And you will automatically react. This is it, the core now playing at a theater so near you that you can't wait to exhale because you will practically die. I take the trip. The trip takes me. I'm tripping. I have been migrating since birth. In fact, migration first comes visible in birth. Migrant. Migrate. Migraine. Migrant, migraine. Migration rapidly wrapped my course around all my existence. I move from seconds to minutes to hours to days to weeks to months to years and 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 years. Migrating every day, day to night to day. I too have many places. I have arrived from many places. I have left from many places. Heaven, purgatory, or earth, they all ask the same questions. Where are you from? I'm not able to place your accent. Um, where on earth is that? Oh, so cute and so exotic, so strange, so different than us. Heaven, purgatory, or earth, they ask the same question. Where are you from? When are you leaving? Like if a place will be the thing. What about if I tell you that I am that place coming, staying, going to, buy from, on it? I am that I am. I have a friend who has Rumi's complete collection, every published, recorded, videotape film verse. He can even recite many of the poems in the original and best languages. Even his child middle name is Rumi. But he takes no notice of our own Rumi living in the corner. He, our Rumi, rhapsodizes in poetry his homelessness reality. He swings in the subway poles, he circles out and circles around, fetching and airing his trance as a dervish too, drunk too, in his way with unto God too. When I grow up, I want to be a Sunday. The Real Dream, another title. Crisscrossing in life, I too had a love once. A dream of love, a love dream, the man of my dream. It was foretold into minute details. Past and present likes and dislikes, favorite poems, favorite food, beginning, middle, and end. Heads, hands, hearts, and hips in sync. And you know that that's the most accurate definition for LOVE. The H syndrome, the H effect, heads, hands, hips, and heart in sync. I should start at the end now that there is no nostalgia. The farewell banquet included artichokes and pomegranates, honey and almonds, figs and dates, jasmine flowers and roses. He went, or I did. We separated long after our time was due. He was just one of my many blessings. The 99 others were pushed until his grace inhabited every one of my pores. And lover's plenitude was permanently written all over me Look, look, look. My love's tattoo. At the zenith of our love, we separated. The 99 blessings poured in. 13 years of the most complete, honest love time was predicted, lived, alive. Poetry at hand and honesty in all actions. I'm doing this amazing editing right now. Artichoke and pomegranates for the marriage banquet. And my music is my music. You can hear them. My books are my books. You can read them. Good dreams wake me up with precise poems. Pomegranate seeds on my lover's torso. Religion versed naked. Pundit John Coltrane's ballads on repeat mode, gracing the silences. I have more question than answer. He went. I did. That was from Conrad Bliss playing. Want to read some from Dominicanish? My cat is black. Everything is vegetable. 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 Refrigerator. Refrigerator. Fridge. Comfortable. Comfortable. Confortable. Wednesdays. Thursdays. Thursdays. Once in a while, everything, something, something, sing. Past, perfect. Perfect past. Regular, irregular. ING, very, 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 very good. Ando cantando, ING singing, ar, ir. A as an apple, M as a Michael. Take off every safety pin in your way. Unleashed this starched sari. Let its prints and colors play while ragas foreplay into the juiciest Kalankan. While foreplaying to Kalankan's Kalankan juiciest ragas. Kalankan while foreplaying to juiciest raga. Juiciest raga foreplaying to while Kalankan, Kalankan, Kalankand. Wild ragas. On and off. Love is like a faucet. That's the quote from Billie Holiday. It turns on and off. Love is like a faucet. It turns on and off. In off. Enough. Sari gama pada ni sa. Ajanta wets elora. India moves with modic Xerox. Ashoka. Nuclear wets Namaste, government approved. Mira wets Krishna. STD, ISD, PCO. STD, ISD, PCO. Fact, Toled. Best of both worlds. For hire, please sound horned. Badge. None. Badge. Hotel. My king of contradictions. That verbal addict. Monolingual. Lineal lover. 187. I need to read a little bit from As Is the anthology that takes a lot, like 20 years of my work. I almost changed everything. Crooked Cupid, a woman named City. Hip swing, male or female. We swing, creating our tales. Male or female, we swing. No one to blame or complain, but go. Just go. Go slow, go fast, but go. Crooked City, a woman named Cupid. Look at it, look at her. Uptown bachata, Lower East Side sitar, el barrio y su salsa, jazz phrasing in the West Side, and many, 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 many rhythms in between. A saxophone players from Mars, still drummer from Trinidad, and the best monologue by the man from the South whose lady eats too much. $1, $1, $1, batteries, yo-yos, $1, $1, $1, a toy boy urinates. I don't steal, I don't rob, I play the drum till I get a job. I don't steal, I don't rob, I play the job till I get a job. I ain't no joke. Ay que olla, ay que olla. Ay que olla. A woman named City, a really loud mother fried dumpling, whose hands and legs move, creating lines and verses, flowers and curses. A woman named City, City, glorifying the finest, brutality in blue. Me, a Caribbean masala. You, the vegetable curry of my life. From mangoes and mitai. Believe me when I say all is well. A full box of kaju kati on my lap, on me, kaju, cuddly, all is well indeed. Can sing about the beauty dance by your flowers, aroma, your flesh, texture, juice, sweetness, but you are the oda. Tú sí que eres la oda. On cultivars, as any other in love, sweetness decides. And now there is stories and different genres in the as is, and then is one text that I really like a lot, even though it has a rhythm that is not me at 57. It's Levente No, Yola York, Dominican York, and it's this character that goes like that. My name is Quisqueya Amada Taina Anaís Altagracia Indiga. You can call me Kay. El Cocolo Mitimacle calls me Chula, and he's the Riengue. And the rest, Gorda. They call me La Gorda. Chiquita gorro de Malatañí. No soy bacana ni matatana ni un mujerón. Una molleta, una prieta más, sin natra, but you will not believe lo que yo gusté en RD. One of my main sources of work is lo que se le llaman los combos o las orquestas populares, the salsa, the musicians, especially the guys that are in the back, those that are dancing like this. I just go to places just to see them. And I write a lot of poetry. Todas las odas mías son para ellos. and the guys that do the choirs, oh, I love them. Because they have this tiny little voice, but they're big. I'm always afraid of them. But I use one. So I'm using one of the coros de la salsa. I had this whole series about músicos dominicanos, and this was a text about Johnny Pacheco. I will just read 4 or 5 lines. El maestro, el artista, tremendo caché compartido en cruz, juntos de nuevo como al detalle, 3 de café y 2 de azúcar, con el swing del tumbao y reculando como ciguapa. Me Julián el hall. Yo me Julián el hall, mira baby, yo sí me Julián el hall. Yo me Julián el hall. Metí mano en el rufo. El súper se está tirando a la culona del 5º piso. Jangueo con el pájaro del barrio, me junto con la muchacha que salió preñada, salgo con mi ex, hablo con el muchacho que estaba preso, garabateé paredes y trenes, city, I pulled the emergency cord. This is researching and writing lots of letters lately. And this is a letter, let me read and not explain. What the fuck am I saying now? A pedacito de mi alma. La historia te escribió para que camines sola y en el camino nutras a muchos más. I never wrote this letter. Instead, I planted en Yolerí, tu cabeza, your altar, your head, brown kernels. I planted a seed of life for life, yours, many. I planted a seed of life even knowing that your journey through life redefines life itself. Life as we know it has changed in the midst of the ever. What could I give you to take to uncertainty but life itself? What could I give you to take from Africa to the new land? If new, if land. I never wrote this letter. Instead, I sent rise to a land that will be yours. If land, if yours. Share our rise and our know-how, and we will be there with you always. In the sharing, always. We will be there in every grain planted, in every pregnant rice tree, in every harvest celebrated, in every song sang in the field. I never wrote this letter. This letter is a fact, already sealed in its forever, before and after, a poetic act. Yes, rice first came into America from Africa in the brace of my child, Amina. Yes, see you always in nurturing, dear, pedacito de mi alma. Love, siempre, madre. Gracias. Stop. Let's talk, and in the dialogue, I might read more, but I'm concerned that we won't have time to talk. Any question or comment? Pero que no veo. ¿Alguna pregunta? Nada. ¿Cantamos? ¿Alguna pregunta?
did you perform mainly Spanish, mainly in English? I'm interested in this, if I may.
I perform in Dominican. This is my own language,
Yeah.
and I mean, if you don't know my work, will always ask the same question: what do you do with difference? This is the only thing it runs. Now I think I always want to be a rapper, but no. So then, this is what I ask myself at all times. You know, what do I do with difference? What do I do? And I'm not posting that, so my work takes that, and maybe my gestora just organized that everybody's an actor and everybody is playing great with difference. You know, who knows? But I mean, específicamente esta pieza en La Juan. It was for a very specific group that se llama El Hospital, and performers, and they knew English, and what you don't know, what do you do with that? It's like when I don't know a language, I look for other things, you know. I mean, I don't know if I went to the tangent. You want, no? Yeah, but that's what.
Thanks for that amazing performance. It was so full of so many different things but I will take a cue from what you just said about difference. And, because we've talked about this, that you said you will use some elements from your, your visit to India, and then there was a bit of Indian dance, and then there was all those vocal references to life in India. So can you tell us a little bit about what you did with the difference in that specific context? Because in my own work and in my own movement to the world, I find often there is a way to speak about black and white, but no real way to speak about brown and brown. So.
Yeah, the same thing that happened to me in Dominican Republic happened in India. Depending where you went, I mean, there were places that there was no difference because I was the same in terms of caste. So then I was home, you know. So it was very interesting. I mean, I went. It's like 32 years that I have been going to India, and I did kuchipuri. I'm the sound. I mean, I'm not doing what I did in temples, but it's not what I should be doing. I mean, you have great dancers doing that. I mean, I met my people that if they will be in New York, they will be my friends. You know that, and it happens the same thing. The same problems that I have in Dominican Republic, I had it in India, and I have it in New York, and I have it in every place that I go. You know. And I fight for it, you know, fuck that shit, huh? So there was a lot of fuck you for everybody. So it's just, I mean, I'm used to being in my flesh. And I'm not asking anything from anybody that I don't ask myself. So the difference, I mean, I went because I had limited information about all the dances, you know, so I just knew the classical dance. But when I went there, I just wanted to do tribal dance. And my teacher did not allow it, but I went anyway. And in the tribal dance side, I was another black woman. And at that time, I shaved my head, and I was young. But it was a very interesting, I mean, I still have friends from that time, you know, 32 years ago. Yeah, I mean, they're my sisters and brothers.
Okay. Okay, right. Josefina, I loved your performance and the way you spoke and divided words into different meanings that perhaps we're not constantly aware of. You know, it takes a lot of linguistic pleasure to be able to separate words like that. But while you were dancing, I was fixing my eyes on you doing up your hair, or were you undoing your hair? And I think it's so beautiful because it's very mythological in the West, but it's universal. Why is it that you were doing your hair? Does that have a special signification in your dance performance?
I have a series of performances that are durational performances this is 21 minutes, and I was doing as an introduction to this masterclass that I was given. And in there is every time, like here I had an exercise for myself. You see, I wanted to read and work with the N, even if you will hear it or not. I always I have homework for myself in every place that I do. So in there, él era el tacto, no? I was really touching, and I had to do lines, very fine lines. That was my exercise, and very quotidian actions there in the public, and they had storefront. It's beautiful, and what they are doing there, I really believe. I mean, it's like they are doing the same thing that I do in New York. They're independent, and they have a collective, and they are mentoring a lot of young people. So then I'm very, very much for it. But yeah, I have a series of everything that I do from here up. I have, the durational performance is 1, 3, 7, 14, and 21 minutes. Yeah, but it's fucking with my head, It's just me.
And I stole it for a selfish purpose, I have to say. Yeah, but I was wondering if we could do a little exercise or example of Autology so everyone can enjoy and share something. Thank you.
Performance Autology is the system a practice that I create. It's a methodology for that is based on autobiography and wellness of the doer. And I have created, when I direct, I create the piece as language. It has a letter in action, a letter. I mean, this could be a letter, It has a beginning, middle, and end. And then I have a word, I have a word could be, I have to be able to rewrite it, Same thing over and over again, the same angles. I have phrases, I create phrases, and I create paragraphs of that. So that's why I organize my performances. So then in performance autology, we have physical sentences, we do prayers, physical prayers. Within the autology, we don't go for any religion. We meet in silence, and we have physical prayers. We all dance. Okay? So one of the exercises is called tochka. Tochka is the Russian word for dot, or como punto y final o punto seguido. Why Russian? I was trained in biomechanic theater, the Mayer Hall's work, and I think that is like a homage to my teacher that I had that word in Russia. So let's do tochka. Let's sit. Come on. Yeah, sit right there. Sit right there. A little bit up. Straight. Back straight. Back straight. Okay. Right hand in center of the chest. And on top of it, the left down. And now I'll be the fourth. We can close our eyes if we want. Rest. So that was Tochka, but look at the hands of the others around. Look at the hands of the others around. We are doing the same action, and each person has a very particular way of setting their hand. So this is what we look forward in Autology, is the science of the self, the dance of the self. And this is a very meditative action or partiture. Use it when you don't know what to decide. Use it in the morning. You can standing up, running, no, not running, but undo the way you want it. We take that action and we have created dances of it. I mean, like 3 minutes dance with just Tochka. Everything that is in every culture we have visited, we have taken from tea culture to calligraphies of all over the world. We use calligraphy for the centering of the mind and the beauty of it. Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry, it's a frivolous question. I noticed there's a mask on the table, and I wondered how much of what you did was rehearsed, how much improvised, and was there something you were going to do with the mask, which you might do?
This is Ella. And Ella does not allow me to use it when I don't use white. So that's why I couldn't use it. I have to wear white. So I said, well, this is not white all, but this is white. But she wanted to come. Yeah. After here, I'm doing the Camino De Santiago. And Ella is going to participate, but she wanted to come here. Like, I'm not dressed for you. And this is we have a series that is called Aparecer, Desaparecer, and Perecer. And these are actions that I do in public spaces. And I might be doing one tomorrow. I'm looking around to do one. Yeah, it's a lot of places here, and there's one part that I'm getting crazier and crazier. But yes, I didn't mean to do anything, just for her to be present. In terms of, there's the dance with the belt that is in second position. There's one dance, and it's 21 minutes long. So this is one dance. The other thing of I directed a march. That was the action. I won't say anything. I'll cry here. So then I did 3 minutes and a half of different sketches that I already have. ¿Otra pregunta? ¿Cómo hay otra cosa? ¿Sí? ¿No? ¿Quizás?
Okay, so we have no more questions. So thank you very much, Josefina.
Thank you for staying until this late. Thank you for staying for this late, and I know this has been a very rich day, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we have to call it here because we need to go to New Islands.